Welcome. We got back. We had a crazy drive and we'd had some steep hills.
And we
We
saw goats.
yeah, we saw four goats.
No, it was more than that. It was a big family of goats off a cliff.
Yeah,
It's pretty
so
cool.
your brother Nick is gonna we
He-
just had we didn't we went so fast past them that we weren't able to corral them.
No, we weren't able to take pictures of them
Yeah.
because we were so fascinated that we saw the goats right off of the highway. They were right there on the little cliffs of the rocky cliffs, and we there was like 6 or 7 of them. There was a lot of them. And let me just tell a quick backstory because in our ceremony, we had what's called a ketubah. Ketubah is a marriage. Uh, what's the word I'm looking for?
Covenant.
Covenant. It's a marriage covenant. And when the rabbi was explaining to my brother, who gave me away, my brother Nick, this covenant is an agreement from the bride's family and the groom's family. Nick jokingly told the rabbi he needs 4 more goats, for to give me away to Kirk. So we were going to take pictures of the goats and let Nick know, here are your goats. So we missed that opportunity, but it was there. You'll have to trust us. But anyway, we're still in a hotel room, and we're on the tail end of our honeymoon, last day. And tomorrow we get to go home. It's been a whirlwind 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
So we're a little bit behind on talking about giving our reviews of each of the cities, which I think it's going to be a fun way to relive it years later if I watch these videos. So I'm looking forward to it. But today we're going to be talking about
San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio, Texas. So this was after Roswell. We drove to San Antonio, and what did you think of it?
It's an awesome place. I mean, it's really cool. We saw the Alamo, and we went to Hot Joy's.
To Hot Joy, it was Hot Joy singular. It's like a what do you call it? Kind of like it's an Asian restaurant, but it's different. It's loud music. It kind of feels like a little bit clubbish, and it looks like they were already set up for COVID because not only did they have booths, but those booths had walls between each booth. So you kind of felt like you were in your own little room. So we had a table for 2, and I chose this place because I had heard of one of the items that they sell here on the show on Food Network, The Best Thing I Ever Ate. And so that's why we went to this place. But it has a giant Buddha, which I wasn't excited about at the entrance. It's very red. The room is very red. If you don't like loud music, this isn't the place for you. It is loud music, so the vibe is very young. It's very hip crowd. And
it's even like a tiki bar.
Even basically. Though it was during COVID, there's still a wait. We had about a 30-minute wait there.
Yeah.
So anyway, some of I hope you post pictures of this, but we had the most amazing twice fried buffalo wings in an Asian sauce, which for me was absolutely delicious because it was, even though it was still smothered in the Asian sauce, it was still crispy on the outside and juicy on the inside. And it was very reasonably priced. I don't know what I was thinking by not ordering more. I could have just eaten those all day long. But not only that, I think my mouth is starting to water just thinking about that. But the other item I really loved was their Brussels sprouts. I could have eaten just Brussels sprouts and the twice baked or twice fried buffalo wings. the most amazing Brussels sprouts I have ever had. And I'm not a big Brussels sprouts fan. So that says a lot, I think. Anyways, I loved Hot Joy. What was your
Well,
favorite?
my favorite part of Hot Joy was the drink that they set in fire
I
in
forgot what it's
front of
called.
us, and like it's like a crazy experience
Yeah, it was
because
like a volcano.
I used to be a firefighter, and basically I fought fires, and like basically you're walking into like a big wall of flames, like 100 feet tall, and you're fighting the fire, and you're like on pure adrenaline. And when they brought the drink out, it was like the craziest thing.
It was like a bowl. It was a
Like a
giant bowl
big, giant
with two straws.
bowl with two two straws. It was funny because right when as they set it down, they set it on
They lit
fire
it.
and literally a flame shot almost to the ceiling.
Oh, not that much.
It was like
Halfway.
crazy. It was like crazy.
But
And
then they
I,
sprinkled some seasoning or something on it,
yeah,
which kind of made it rain fire. It was
you know,
actually
it's
very
like you
cool.
seeing like sparkles, you're seeing like
Like
all
a
this,
4th of July.
stuff, and I'm like thinking in my head, whoa, that's almost like when we used to do like drills in the Marine Corps. Like you got this big wall of fire and you're going in, and your rescue man's like, you got the nozzle, you're fighting the fire, your rescue man goes in to rescue, the pilot and everything. It was like awesome. It kind of gave me a relive and a little bit of adrenaline experience. It was really awesome.
I don't remember all the ingredients, but there was a lot. But there was also some like it looked like it was like fried oranges or something with like
Yeah.
there was oranges with like sugar, like brown sugar caramelized on them. There were cinnamon sticks. There was an assortment of flavors and scents in this drink. So it was pretty cool to kind of experience that. So I did enjoy it as well. Now we had other things too. The fried chicken, the fried rice with chicken.
Yeah.
That one was a little unusual because it had chicken livers in it,
Yeah. Yeah.
which we were not
We were not
expecting.
expecting that. We were actually expecting chicken,
It
not
had
chicken
chicken too. It
livers.
had chicken too, but chicken livers were like nice big chunks of chicken livers, so that was a
Yeah.
little bit
So,
odd
you
to
know,
us. But anyways, Hot Joy was amazing. It was wonderful. We loved that. Definitely would come back to it. Definitely, highly recommend going to Hot Joy. I just don't like the name, but that's for a
yeah.
different reason. Um, and one of the nice things, actually, one of the most creative things I saw when we we actually walked, well, we rode part of the way and then walked to Hot Joy, was this outdoor bar on the way, maybe a block
Yeah.
away across the street from Hot Joy. There was an empty lot, and there was a kind of like a mobile, I don't know, like a mobile, some type of mobile home or something with that part of the wall cut out, and that was the bar. And they had the all over the yard. They had a play area for the kids, and then they had a big, lots of tables set up for the adults to drink, and
Mhm.
they had a drive-in, like a drive-in inflatable movie screen where they were playing the game for San Antonio. I don't know what game it was, but it was like a sports game, basketball, I think. I can't remember, but it was. I thought it was great because they had outdoor lights, and it was a really, it was a way for people during COVID to be able to still grab a drink outdoors and even bring the kids and watch. They had like a movie or something for the kids earlier, and then they had the game for the adults later, which I thought was such a great idea. The other thing I wanted to mention was our little adventure with those kids that almost ran us out of
Oh,
ran
yeah,
us
yeah,
over.
yeah, yeah. Basically we went on the birds. Like if basically the scooters.
Mhm.
You go around town, and you just add your credit card to them, and you go around town. But the funny thing is is we get on the scooters, and
Old people are giving us the
yeah,
thumbs up.
yeah,
Like, you guys are doing great.
it's kind of crazy because we get on the scooters, we start driving, and I'm like figuring out the controls because I've like never used a bird. Like I've seen them around, but I've never used them. And then I was like figuring out the controls, and I didn't really know the controls, but I have really good sense of balance because when I was a little kid, like basically if you went to my house, I have this gate that goes around the backyard. And I used to walk on top of the gate,
Mm,
back and forth like a hot rope, like
mm.
walking and stuff. So I have an incredible sense of balance when it comes to those
I'm
things.
gonna have to put that to the
So
test.
basically, like I'm on the scooter, Zelda's on the scooter, and we're going. But the funny thing
We
is,
think we're going fast.
yeah. And the funny thing is all these kids literally surrounded us. They're almost knocking us over.
I think they were taunting us.
It was just kind of weird because it
Almost
was
ran us
it
off.
was almost like literally we're riding birds, right? It was almost like a flock of birds surrounded us, and then they left us. And then when we got back on, they came back on us. It was like a weird, like, because they're going in and out and they're
It's
around
like the
us.
movie The Birds, where the
Yeah.
birds started attacking.
Yeah,
No.
it's totally crazy.
But anyway, the other thing I really enjoyed about San Antonio was actually that bakery, Panaderia,
Mm,
that we went to. It's a Mexican, it's a nouveau type of restaurant. It's very like just up kind of upscale, but it's a bakery in but it's a restaurant as well.
mm,
And they serve traditional Mexican sweetbreads, but in a different style. So if you're Mexican and you're familiar with conchas or conchitas, they had those in the form of a muffin, which was, I thought, really kind of cool. They also had the mini ones and they had the regular ones. And they have all these different types of um, breads and sweets that are more traditional, but with a little bit of new spin on it. So, anyways, that was really good. I really enjoyed that, and of course the Alamo. The Alamo
Alamo.
was interesting. It was we did the tour, and that was kind of fun and informative.
Yeah, and Zelda is a history buff,
Yes, I
and
am.
she
I
teaches
love it.
history,
I love
so
it. So that's
you
going to be the
can
next.
take that away, and talk all about the history.
No, I
You
won't
know,
bore you with the Alamo. You can look it up. All the facts are online, I'm sure, if you are interested. But it did give us a great appreciation. This always happens to me. I love when we go to a new town or a new city. I love learning about it, and it just gives me a deeper appreciation for what I'm looking at and what I'm experiencing. So I love seeing the building, the original buildings that they had there. I love hearing the stories of just heroic events that happen and how these
mhm,
men gave their lives. So I really enjoyed it. The Riverwalk was nice, but I actually expected more
mhm.
from the Riverwalk because I thought there was going to be more shops that were open. It's going to be more lit up. Strolling through would be nicer. But there was an area that was nice, which was right by the Alamo. But the rest of the Riverwalk, a lot of the shops had closed down, so it
Mhm.
wasn't so as active and as I thought it would be.
Yeah, throughout our travels, we've been noticing like how like certain businesses and shops
Mhm.
or restaurants primarily,
Mhm.
bars and everything, it's like when COVID hit, they like thought really creatively and like basically looked at the rules and were like, wait a minute, we need to make money, we need to survive. How do we do it in the most creative way possible?
Some of them did a good job with it, and the ones that couldn't or didn't think of innovative ways to continue their business probably got shut down. So we
Yeah,
did see a lot of businesses shut down.
but it's good to see like human ingenuity and
Mhm.
basically doing whatever it takes. You know, I was in the United States Marine Corps, adapt and overcome. So,
Mhm.
you know, basically that mentality is like no matter what I am faced with, I am going to overcome, I am going to succeed
Mhm.
no matter what happens. And it's good to see business owners that are like, no matter what, I'm gonna make a living. I'm gonna support my family. My kids need to be fed. Everybody needs to be fed, and everybody needs to be living good. So it's good to see something like that. You know.
Yeah, and I also noticed that even though we traveled, I'll have to count how many states we traveled to, but it was quite a few. We traveled to several states, and even those states that were open for business or did not have mandatory mask mandates, the businesses still
Yeah.
required masks.
Yeah.
So I know my mom was worried about that. She kept telling me, wear your mask, make sure
Yeah.
you wear your mask. And so even though there was no mask mandate, the businesses still had the right to ask people, and most
Yeah.
of them did. There was only a few that said, no, you don't have to wear it, it's fine.
Yeah. You know.
So anyway, that was San Antonio. We enjoyed it. It's another big city, but we did enjoy it. Oh, we our favorite breakfast place is there, Snooze.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, this is taking a little bit longer than we thought. But Snooze was another great restaurant we found in San Antonio, and I actually did see another one in Denver while we were here.
Mhm.
And they had the best Benedicts, the best eggs Benedicts. They had so many different types. I highly recommend them. They have this really great Mexican one. I can't remember what it's called, but it's something like a chicken enchilada Benedict. And they basically cut out the tortillas. It's a stack of tortillas, the size probably of a English muffin. So you know it's several layers, and they cut them out, and they put some green sauce. Well, they put shredded chicken, green sauce over it, and then the egg on top of that. Oh my gosh, delicious. They actually messed up my order, and they brought me the wrong Benedict, which was that one. I tried the other ones, which were really wonderful as well, but that one was an accident, and it blew me away.
Yeah.
So
They
I
ended up giving her three Benedicts at
yeah.
the same time. That's
don't
crazy.
don't feel bad for him because he ate his Benedicts, his two Benedicts plus I think he had French toast as well. So
Yeah.
he was fine. So anyway, we really enjoyed it. Great service as well. So we love San Antonio. It was a good city. I would return for Hot Joy alone.
Yeah. You know, it's basically Zelda was on a mission to turn me into a grape. You know, she was on a
And
mission
now
to
we're on a
turn me
mission
into
to
a
lose
grape.
all that weight we just
You
gained.
know,
So
so basically, like,
the
you
shape
know,
of a grape is what he needs.
I'll be doing events, you know, for workout.
He got inspired to do workout events
I'm gonna
now.
do workout events so I can lose the weight, get the muscles back that I had in the Marine Corps, and basically just do classes and stuff, you know, just to keep me motivated.
Well, you can't tell, but he's got a tiny little tummy now on his
Yeah, I'm
back.
gonna lose it
So it's
in
okay.
about 3 to 6
I
months.
definitely need it too. So looking forward to those events.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. It was fun, and I think next time we will talk to you about New Orleans.
Okay. New Orleans was really fun and exciting.
Next time.
Yeah, I know. All right. Have a good night and thank you. And if you like what we're saying and like what we're doing and you feel you want to be a part of it, like, subscribe, and follow our next episodes and videos. And we'll be sure to add like the reviews, the links on this page. All right. Thank you.
Let's eat.